Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can try out Linux safely and easily. We can do this by using something called a virtual machine. A virtual machine is basically a computer that runs inside of your computer. While this may sound complicated, the process for this setup is relatively simple and easy. Actions you take with the virtual machine have no effect on your host computer, so you don't need to worry about losing files or damaging your computer. Alright, so let's get started. All the links that you need are in the video description. Or you can just simply Google the names and they're very easy to get to find these websites. Just make sure the URL matches what you see in the video and you'll be good. The first thing we're going to do is download VirtualBox. VirtualBox will be our software that allows us to create the virtual machine, but it does not include a virtual machine image with it. So we'll need to get something called an ISO file. Now, an ISO file is used to install an operating system, download the Ubuntu disk image. So we're just going to type Ubuntu into the search bar or click the link in the video description. And ubuntu.com is where you need to be. We can find the download button by clicking on Download Ubuntu. Now, on the download page, there's two versions. There's 24 and there's 25. For this video, I'm going to be using Ubuntu 25, but you're free to use 24 as well. The next thing we're going to do is install VirtualBox. I'm going to accept the terms of the license agreement and click Next. Click Next again. This is telling you that your network will be disconnected during the process of installing VirtualBox. So if you have anything that requires constant internet access, such as a game, a file download, or anything else, let that finish before installing this. Did you notice a message about missing dependencies? You do not need to worry about this. It's for features of the program that we're not going to be using. So then just leave the checkbox checked and click Start. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is click New Virtual Machine. All right, first we're going to name our VM, and then we're going to select our ISO image. The ISO image is what you downloaded from Ubuntu.com. So this might be in your downloads, it might be in your desktop, wherever your downloaded files go. And this is very important, uncheck the unattended installation. Now for virtual hardware, this depends entirely on your computer, but you want to try and at least allocate around 4,000 megabytes to this virtual machine. That will only be in use when the virtual machine's powered on and being ran. Otherwise, it doesn't take it from your system permanently. All right, so welcome to your virtual machine. So this right now is on something called a live disk image. And this is a feature that seems to be kind of unique to Linux in that you can run it and explore how it works and make changes without actually installing it to the disk. Now, you can stop right here and just mess with it as it is. But any files you create, anything you install, and any changes you make will not be permanent. So the next time you reboot this virtual machine, all those changes will be gone. Now where it says preparing Ubuntu, this might take a while depending on the specs of your computer. So don't be surprised if it takes a little bit longer than it does in the video. We're going to choose our language, accessibility, keyboard layout, and then use wired connection. That means it'll work off your host computer's internet connection. We want the extended selection with the apps, and you want to check both checkboxes. Now we're going to choose erase disk and install Ubuntu, no encryption, and now we're going to create our account. Now this is a local account, not an online account. Now you can select your time zone here. All right, everything looks good. We're going to proceed with the installation. All right, so this process can take anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, maybe even longer if your computer is a little older. So just good time for a coffee break or to get up and take a stretch. All right, and our installation has completed. So we're going to click Restart Now. Okay, so the installation media will be removed automatically. All you need to do is press Enter. And congratulations, you now have installed Ubuntu into a virtual machine on your computer. All right, so the first thing we want to do is update the system, and that can be done by clicking the icon in the upper right-hand corner. Updating in Ubuntu is not like it is updating in Windows where you have to restart and it takes a whole bunch of time. The updates are usually very quick, and a reboot is usually not required. So it'll ask you to install your updates after they've been downloaded. It's going to ask for that password you set up for your account. All right, that's it. And that's how simple it is to update Ubuntu. Ubuntu comes with Firefox as the default internet browser. Now you can download another one of your choice, but Firefox is a solid way to get started. Certainly better than Edge. Now Thunderbird Mail Client is basically your Outlook mail client, but for Linux. Thunderbird is also available on Windows as well. But it's fully featured. It's not really lacking in anything that you would use. It's got calendars, inboxes, all that kind of stuff. So Files is our file manager. As you can see, the file structure is pretty similar to Windows. Now, if you like Microsoft Office, there's an alternative software known as LibreOffice. And this basically comes with a lot of Linux installations. And it's pretty full-featured and capable, very comparable to the Microsoft Office suite. That's going to conclude the video for today. So thank you for watching, and hopefully you found this helpful. If you want to share your thoughts in the comments, feel free. I look forward to hearing from you.